Hi everyone, I'm Rory. Welcome back to the Carthaxian Inquisitor. Today's video I'm going to be doing a bit of Necromunda 95 painting and modelling. Although this is the 1997 hardback rulebook that included the Outlanders supplement. In the last video I painted up some Goliaths, and in this video I'm going to paint up some Orlocks. I'm going for a very loud 1990s scheme, and I've had quite a lot of fun painting these. So enough with the preamble. I'll get down to the painting table and show you the process. I'm back at the painting table with one of my all-time favourite sculpts from the original Necromunda range. This Orlock ganger with a shotgun looks like he's about ready to deliver 2 barrels of justice into the face of the next person to come around the corner. It's a great model and I'm looking forward to painting this today. I always thought that the Orlock gangers in the official publications looked quite drab and realistic. There was lots of sort of muted greens and reds, but I think I can do something a bit louder and a bit more in feel with the sort of the other gangs of the Necro 95 lineage. Before we get to the fun colours though, I'm going to do his skin. I've got some Peachy Flesh, which is a speed paint from the Army Painter. The primer is some White Bone from the Colour Forge, which is pretty similar to Wraithbone from GW. The first of these brighter colours is Speed Paint Magic Blue. I'm going to paint his trousers with this colour. One of the other colours that I associate with Necromunda is yellow, so I'm painting this loincloth pink. The yellow will look better over a pink base coat than it will over white. It'll add more depth to it. So this is Princess Pink. I've cleaned my brush off and I'm just going to use it to absorb excess paint from the highest patches of the cloth. So the pink's just really just going to be in the deepest spots. With the pink dry, I'm going over the top with some maize yellow. Got some grim black, and I'm going to do all the boots, straps, pouches. I think that black and yellow gives that Necromunda colour scheme like you see on the back of the classic rulebook. I'm working with poppy red. I'm doing this cloth that's holding the knife to his thigh. I'll probably use this on the shells. I've now thinned the poppy red with Speed Paint Medium, and I'm going to use this as a glaze just underneath his cheekbones, across his nose, to add a bit more colour to the face. Got some dark wood to do his hair. I was thinking about using the brown colour on the butt of the shotgun and grip as well, but you know what, there's no trees in the underhive, so I'm going to go for the poppy red and some more brightness in there. And with fun in mind, I'm going to do a yellow knife handle, because why not? And a pink t-shirt. I kind of like the look of the pink against the blue before I put the yellow on, so we'll bring some pink back into the picture. Got a glaze of Runic Grey, the speed paint. I've thinned it with some of the medium. Apply this to do a bit of a stubble effect on the face. Got some speed paint polished silver. We'll do the shotgun with this. There's also a couple of sort of armour plates on the back of his jacket that I'll pick out too. Now I've got some glittering loot. And any areas of metalwork that I haven't done with the silver, I'll pick out now. So belt buckle, end of the knife sheath, end of the knife handle, that sort of thing. So I'm doing some washing with the fantastic Grimdark Shadow that's in the John Blanche Masterclass set from the Army Painter. I'm concentrating on the reds and the metalwork. I've also used a little bit just in the recesses of his eyes. I'm going to get to work adding some highlights. So I've got some ash grey to highlight the black leather areas. Using space dust to highlight the edges of the yellow. I'm going to use Arctic Gem to highlight the blue. And Legendary Red for the red areas. And some fine skin highlights with some leopard stone skin. A bit of shining silver, and I'll highlight the metal on the shotgun with this. Plus any of the armor plates and rivets that he has about his person. And I've got some greedy gold to highlight these brassy areas. Now there's a bit of tidying up to do. I need to do things like his eyes. I'll do all that off camera because it's next to impossible to get right at the best of times. But I think it's another example of how Speedpaints let you blast through the paint job and allow you to do really bright, vibrant colours with minimal effort. So I'll come back once the wee details are added and the base is done, let you see the finished model. Not just one, but 5 Orlock gangers, painted up mainly with speed paints, with some Fanatic acrylics used for highlights. The Orlocks were my first gang all the way back in 1995. I had the metal box set then, and I think that those sculpts still stand up today. I've included one of the plastic models because I think they have an indescribable old school charm about them. There's just something quite awkward about the pose that looks really 90s. I mentioned earlier that I think that the Orlocks as displayed in the rulebook and other publications at the time were a bit too drab for my liking. I really wanted to harken back to the outside of the rulebook, that black and yellow chevron scheme that you can see behind the models. So bringing some yellow onto the models is a bit more fun, makes them pop a lot more, and I think they'll stand out amongst an industrial tabletop pretty well. Hope you've enjoyed the painting guide. I now have half a Goliath gang and half an Orlock gang painted up. I need to do the leaders and heavies, and if I can find some juves, add some of them into the mix. Eventually the aim will be to have a game or two, possibly record a little campaign for the channel, and share that all with you. So thanks for watching this one. Be back again soon with another. Bye for now.